Hey there, Leo. It's Bridget with Native Touch Tarot. Welcome or welcome back. We're going to jump right into the fun stuff. So, we're going to start with an angel number oracle card, miracle mantra, then tarot, then wrapping everything up with an alchemy of the spirit oracle card. So, spirit guides, come hang out, come play with Leo and myself. What number do you want Leo to look for this week? 444, protection. Prepare for the blessings you've been waiting for. They're on their way. You were born for a higher purpose. Focus your energy on your goals and trust that the universe will align the right people, opportunities, and resources to realize your dreams. 444. Miracle mantra, baby. What phrase do you want on repeat in Leo's brain this week? I get paid to exist. Well, a couple of signs got that one. So hopefully there's an influx of abundance. Okay, let's go into tarot. So, spirit guides, come join Leo and myself for this reading. Please guide my hands and my heart, and please, let's have a little fun. So, we're going to lay all the cards down and we will read them all together. Starting off with the Lovers and the Fool. Okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups with the Knight of Wands. Page of Swords with, we'll see where that one leads. The Three of Swords. Okie dokie. Leo, current energy for the week. Let's start with possible current energy. So, lovers, this could literally mean love. This could be your love partner. Most likely, though, this card also represents a major life choice that has to happen. Okay, so the Lovers card is a choice. You choose your lover. This card reminds us that we have a choice no matter what is going on. So this card could also mean partnerships. But in this reading, my gut's telling me, not my gut, spirits are telling me that you are absolutely being forced to make a major life decision. Now, you should really focus on how you feel when you're making that decision, because like a marriage, you're going to kind of be stuck with it for a little second, okay? We also have the Fool. So this major life choice is going to lead you to a new beginning, but this new beginning might be brand spanking new to you, because the Fool represents being naive in certain circumstances. This is a carefree, very youthful kind of energy. The Fool does not have any kind of experience, though. So if you're making a change in life and you have to make a major decision, just be forewarned that you could be the fool in this situation. And I don't mean it, you're the foolish one. No, you're simply the new guy. You're the newbie. You are the one who needs to learn because you don't quite understand exactly what you're doing. Think about it as a job. You know, if you change careers and you walk into a brand new job, you've got to go through some training because you are naive to how the business operates and what's expected of you. The Fool is simply here to tell you something new is coming. You're not going to be experienced in it, but it's going to be okay because this is how every single life journey starts. It's all going to be okay. So, spirit guides, why do we have the Lovers and the Fool here for current energy for Leo? What would you like them to know about these two cards? Six of Pentacles. I believe someone's going to be generous with something with you. And the first thing that popped in my mind was knowledge. So the Pentacles are always something physical. So are you getting a free education? That to me would lie under Pentacles. If you're talking about going to college, that's a lot of dough right there. But if someone is willing to show you the ropes just to get you up to speed for whatever this new situation you're starting, accept the generosity. It's going to be the catalyst to get you to where you need to be. So make your decision, embrace the fact that you're going to be the newbie, but really run to the people who help you through this, who are generous with their time, their money, everything. Accept that education, accept that training, accept whatever they are giving to you. So let's look at possible challenges for the week for you, Leo. We are looking at the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card that means you are patient, you are diligent, you're not afraid of hard work, you've planted all your seeds, but it feels like you're a little disappointed. You have not produced the outcome as quickly as you would have liked. Okay? Because then we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration or possibly learning or teaching. So with the Seven of Pentacles, if you've already done the work, you've been patient, you've been diligent, but now you're questioning, well, shoot, is my crop going to come up? Am I going to be able to pay my bills this week? Am I going to be able to blah, blah, blah? Get out of that cycle and start collaborating. Start talking to other people who have planted those pentacles, because they might be able to teach you a thing or two to get you out of a rut. Now, the other thing the Seven of Pentacles could represent is that feeling when you're like, okay, I am not on the right path. I need to change direction here. That card could also mean, you know what? It's okay. You didn't fail. You just have to be wise and change direction in order to keep your momentum going. Okay? And that could also tie into the collaboration. Maybe you're supposed to be asking for help right now. Spirit, why do we have these Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles here for Leo? Impossible challenges. Why do we have that here? Ah, there's your confirmation. Another Seven of Pentacles. So I seriously am starting to think you're very disappointed in how far you've come. Okay? Yes, it might be time to pivot. And anyone who knows where that comes from can start laughing now, because I won't scream it like him, but it's time to pivot. It's time to pivot, and it's time to reach out to other people who have already done what you're trying to do. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay for someone to be generous with you. So, Leo, I feel like you need to stop being pigheaded. I think you need to accept some help, because you did nothing wrong. You might just have to use a different fertilizer on your pentacles. But asking for that help is really going to be your game changer. So for advice from Spirit, we have Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands. The Page of Cups is a card all about intuition. This is a good idea coming in. This could also be something that you did not expect to happen. So if you look at this card closely, the cup actually has a little fish sticking out of it. And if you were going to take a sip of water, I guarantee that is going to be something surprising that you did not anticipate being there. So you might have something surprising around the corner. But then we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, when you see the Knight of Wands, this is a card telling me now's the time to make your decision. You need to be quick. You need to just decide. So whatever is coming in, this surprise that's coming in, this new opportunity, this, good idea. Yeah, that good idea is going to be what you need to make a quick decision on. The Queen, or geez, Queen. I don't know where the Queen came from, so maybe the Queen is going to be our confirmation card. But the Knight of Wands is here to tell you, when you get that gut feeling, make your decision and trust your gut when you're making that decision, okay? Spirit guides, why do we have Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands here? The Wheel of Fortune, because the wheel is spinning in your favor, darling. This is a card of good luck. This is a card of karma. So something surprising coming in, you're gonna know when to make that decision. That's that decision, that quick decision, that gut, I know what to do, is going to get your wheel spinning. And the Wheel of Fortune spinning, again, the wheel has to have a catalyst. Okay, we just don't have these wheels of fortune spinning all willy-nilly in the universe, okay? You need to focus on what you want to change or do in your life. You need to take those baby steps and start doing it. That's how the Wheel of Fortune gets moving. So when you have this new idea, when you have this surprising thought come in, decide quickly. That will be what gets your wheel turning. So for possible outcome, we have the Page of Swords and the Three of Swords. So let's start with that page. Ooh, the Page of Swords is all about using your mind, okay? So you really need to think something through. And the Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak. This is a card of loneliness. You feel betrayed. But the Page of Swords is here to tell you, hold your horses. You also can be inspired. You also can use your mind. You have to be truthful. You have to be forthright. But let this guide your way, okay? So we need to make sure that that inspiration, that thinking everything through is actually, don't focus on the pain. Don't focus on the heartbreak. Don't focus on the betrayal. Think it through, okay? So honestly, take the heart out of it. The swords are all about using your mind, okay? So it feels as though you feel as if you've been betrayed, but you can't stop the nonstop cycle in your brain reliving that betrayal. The Page of Swords is here to tell you, knock it off. You need to think this through and you need to fix it using your brain. Stop recycling the betrayal. Because something much more pleasant should be actually thought about. This is the Six of Cups. This is a card of sharing. This is a card of nostalgia. This is a card of really looking back at your past fondly. This also could be your children or your childhood. So stop with the cycle of betrayal. You need to use your mind and you need to focus on either the innocence of these Six of Cups. Oh, okay. Well, Spirit just clarified that one for me. So you focusing on, no one hurt you on purpose, honey. Hold on. Getting a download. You were not hurt on purpose. This betrayal that you are feeling, you're being asked to use your mind because it was an innocent mistake. You are reliving something that was never meant to hurt you. Leo, you really need to focus on getting out of this constant cycle of so-and-so did me wrong. It was a mistake. They did it out of innocence, and you're holding on to it. You need to let that go. So sorry for the harsh ending, but let it go. It was a mistake. You are acting like it was done on purpose. And they don't quite understand why you're so hurt. So maybe it's time for a conversation. Maybe it's time for you to use that Page of Sword energy that you need to think this through. You need to use your mind. You need to be truthful, because it sounds like you need to be truthful with yourself. This wasn't on purpose. And you're holding a grudge over a betrayal that was never actually a betrayal. So let's grab our Alchemy of the Spirit. I have a feeling this card is going to ask you to forgive. The Rose. Let's see what the Rose is about. Sign of love and sacrifice. It will come when you are ready for it. The universe offers you a blooming rose, but it has thorns. This is a reminder that everything in life means a sacrifice. For everything you choose, there is something you must risk. And when it comes to love, choosing to love deeply means accepting the possibility of losing them. Loving means surrendering to the impermanence of life and accepting that every person is a gift that is only borrowed. But what is also important to remember that any kind of relationship requires work and commitment. Yes, you need to learn to let go of many things. You need to learn to let go, Leo. I have a feeling this was a misunderstanding and you're hanging on tight. But you must also learn to hold on with devotion and give yourself the chance to resolve any conflict before abandoning the ship. And if you must release, do it with grace. Let people go with the same love and light with which they came into your life. There you have it. I really do think that you need to think this through a little bit and really think through whatever circumstances led you to this feeling of betrayal, of loneliness, of sadness. Because again, Leo, I really do think it was an innocent mistake and it's time to move on for your best interest. So there you have it. If any of this resonated, I would really love a like, share, or follow. It really does help out my channel. And if you're here this far into the video, thank you so very much. I will see you next week.